Hi, hi, hi. It is what it is. Oh shit, I'm already live. Lol. Okay, time to sync. Actually, I'm gonna sit a little closer. Just a little closer. Time to sync all the cameras at the same time. 3, 2, 1. Alright, so you might be like, why am I syncing? Why am I clapping? Alright, very simple. I'm actually recording. This unboxing is gonna be part of a video that I wanna do because I don't see enough videos about this particular microphone, right? About this particular microphone yet, because well, it's not a high-end, big, major brand product. Which when it comes to getting camera gear, audio is pretty much half of the experience, right? You have good audio supplementing good quality video. You have no reason to not watch it in terms of like quality. Obviously the content itself needs to be good, but if you have shit audio, nobody's gonna watch. That's all I'll say. So the main camera for my stream right now is my ZV-E10 with my 18 to 105 f4 lens, power zoom, right? So I can actually control it all the way from here if I wanted to. I have my remote control. So I can do this. I can just unlock. I mean, it's not very fast, but oh, I'm hiding. What's next to the camera? Okay, so if I wanted to do it, I'll also switch to my white cam over here. If you can check out the stream, I actually stream on YouTube right now on my casual channel. When I want to have something I want to talk about or something I want to have quick thoughts. And right now I'm using the Insta360 Go 3 to record this potential product review / vlog. Now I'm thinking of why am I using the Go 3? Specifically because the Insta Go 3 has a mode that lets you record basically a 4x3 or a square image, right? Which you call free frame, and I can reframe it in post, basically while I'm editing. So the good thing about this is I'm thinking of using this both for like Reels, TikTok, at the same time potentially YouTube. My filmmaking channel is all the way over there doing whatever, nothing to be honest. So right now I'm using two webcams for my stream. Again, ZV-E10, my Insta360 X3 as a webcam. You can see it's really freaking wide. It's way too wide. Like if it was horizontal, this can film everybody. It's really nuts. So that's interesting, which is why I have this white camera right now. But welcome everybody. My name is Solo Snivy. aka Oscar. Today we're going to do an unboxing slash first impressions of the Ulanzi AM18 wireless lavalier system. And compared to yesterday's stream, today I have my dynamic microphone, so you can get the full quality audio. So you can hear the potential peak standard level of audio when it comes to having a microphone for your streams and potentially even your videos. Having a dynamic microphone or a mic like this in general really helps a lot to level up your quality. But as a person who shoots on the go or does like videos of talking head videos, I don't want any cables, I don't want to be stuck here with a mic on screen. Well, what can I do? Very simple. Get a wireless lavalier. Now, a wireless lavalier is not cheap. If it is cheap, it probably won't last. So here for the stream, this is the Ulanzi AM18 wireless lav. Now this microphone has been popping up as a decent budget alternative to the DJI mic, the Wireless Go Pro, DJI Mic 2, for example, right? Those are microphones that have built-in recording functions and a very consistent wireless connection when it comes to the mic quality. Now I still need to test this stuff out, but the main reason why I bought this mic is to utilize its built-in recording functionality. So what do you think? Shall we begin? Shall we begin? All right. So first things first, let's unbox this. Do I even have a proper knife? It's probably over there. Well, I got my pair of scissors. Here's a pair of scissors. Let's cut this up. So what features does it have of a Ulanzi microphone? I'm showing my recording camera as well. I'll show to the stream as well. So it says hi-fi audio quality. If you can see, it's kind of hard to read, isn't it? It's too bright. Okay, so here it says hi-fi audio quality, highly sensitive, touch operation. Is it really touch operation? From my impression, not really. It has local storage, 100 meters of accessible reception. 100 meters of accessible reception. This one I can definitely test. Now, can I even test 100 meters? Technically, maybe. I'll see. Stereo sound and secure audio tracks. That's the main reason why I bought this. This cost me 380 ringgit. Now, standard price, this can go for about 450 ringgit. I got this at a good old sale, exhibition, expo, stuff like that. So it is absolutely a snag. I was like contemplating, do I want it? Do I want it? Do I want it? Yes. Okay, I got it. Luckily, I still have expendable income, so not too bad. It doesn't hurt my bank account, doesn't hurt my living. Again, I always have to preface that if I made a purchase that hurts the next few days, like, oh, I'm penny pinching, I do not want that feeling. So let's begin by unboxing the first thing. The hardest thing about this is I should switch to the wide cam for this because, well, these two cameras are equally as wide. So let's open this up. So this camera, so this microphone is actually pretty capable. You can record onto the microphones, the transmitters, but you can also straight out of the box with its included cables and stuff, record into an iPhone, a Type-C smartphone, And obviously for my case, it's a camera with a mic jack, right? Now, the current hypothesis is if I can plug in a USB-C, can I directly use the microphones with USB on a PC? Now, I actually don't know that yet. I'm actually gonna test that out on stream. If it works, then ooh, I have a wireless option. Amazing. It's funny how you can see me taking this off, but I'm not actually doing anything specific. The webcam really helps. Again, I think the Insta360 as a vertical camera, way too wide. You can see a lot of unnecessary details, like in terms of both the side view and everything. Like, look at this. I'm holding my hand straight, but it looks kind of bent. Actually, I should use a better example. Actually, I think it's vertically. I think it's the edges. Normally, it's the horizontal edges that are more curved. So this thing comes with 2 transmitter microphones and 1 receiver, and that receiver can straight connect to your devices. PC still to be concluded. I still don't know about that one, but let's see. I don't want to be that guy that opens, hurriedly and drops it. So here's the very relatively saying it's relatively thick. It's a thick manual. I think it's Chinese English, I believe. Well, it's actually multilingual. It has about 5 to 7 languages, give or take. There's Japanese, there's English, there's Chinese. Chinese is the first language. There's German, there's French, Spanish, I think. Yeah, that's about it. About 5 to 6, 7 languages, give or take. You count for me. So what's in the box itself is this. Alright, you get the case with the microphones, I believe, and the included accessories. Now we'll go through the accessories in just a bit, because the accessories are very important if you want to maintain the functionality overall in terms of connectivity, right? Like all the cables are here, the wind muffs are here, quote unquote dead cats, right? But let's pull the mic itself out first. Don't mind the quote-unquote mess. There's not that much stuff, but you know, it is what it is. So it's actually a very, very light microphone. Like the DJI mic is actually kind of hefty for its size. This is actually really light. So let's take off the plastic protective film. You're gonna be like, oh, this production level is kind of trash, bro. Yeah, because this is a casual thing. I'm actually doing a stream and a recording at the same time, so don't mind me. I'm not a professional. Okay, so the box is very, very sleek. As you can see, it's very sleek. Yeah, I should show you on the ZV cam instead. Hi, whoever's watching. I'm guessing it's Chuni. If it's not, let me know who you are. But I'm unboxing the Ulanzi. Look at that, Ulanzi AM18 wireless lavalier microphones. Now, what's a lavalier mic? You've seen many types of microphones out there. This is a dynamic microphone. This is, you can handheld this mic, but mainly this is a USB dynamic microphone. The Samsung Q2U. It's about 400 ringgit. It's very reliable. I've used this for at least a year. It is really, really good. You can hear the quality. It's really good. But a wireless lavalier. Lavalier mics are the ones that videographers use, clip it onto the subject, and record it straight to the camera. And for this specific mic itself, the biggest major feature is that for a budget price, very budget price, this is about $100, $150 give or take for USD. This has built-in recording. Like the transmitters themselves, the mics, have memory in them that lets you record. Like just today, I went to an exhibition. There are so many microphone options out there. There's Hollyland Larks, M1, M2 Maxes. There's the Rode Wireless, Wireless Go 2, Wireless Me. There's the DJI mic, DJI mic 2. Those are the top flagship options. They're always gonna be over 500 ringgit, and if it's generally guideline, if it's under 1,000 ringgit, it probably does not have built-in recording at all. So examples, what wireless lavalier mics out there have built-in recording function? Hollyland Lark Max, Wireless Go Pro, Wireless Go 2s, DJI mic, and DJI mic 2. Currently, those are the main 5 options out there that have a mic memory, like built-in memory for recording. Now this one is generally, as I mentioned, about $150. For me, I bought it under 400 ringgit Malaysia at a sale at an expo. So let's check out the box itself. I don't know why I ramble so much, but it is what it is. It's a really, really good quality mic. Obviously to be determined long term, because for my own company, I use a mic from a brand called Boya, which is really cheap overall. I find it long term not the most reliable because the wireless transmission, even under 100 meters, gets interfered quite easily. And as good as it is, I mean, thankfully, my philosophy when it comes to owning products that help me like gear is that even if I already have access to one because of work, that product is not mine. So if I really do like that product, I should invest in my own whatever brand. I should have one of that for myself. So that's why I finally bought my own wireless lab. This is an investment. Hopefully this can last me more than 3 years. That's the goal. My ZVE10, I bought it for like 3 months now. This first day. So it charges with USB-C. And here are the mics. So here are the microphones. I'll show to the camera. So it comes with 1 receiver and 2 transmitters. Alright. So you can see the transmitter itself has a lavalier input. I believe the mic system in the box comes with wires like lavalier mics that you can either hide the transmitter itself at the back. I personally don't 100% say that's the best option unless the device itself is really reliable, which is why I have to test it. Because you body block it, the interference is there. You kind of cut the audio if you're too far, if again the quality of the wireless signal is poor. Alright, and again the biggest feature is the built-in recording. Amazing built-in recording feature. I want that feature so bad, because whatever I do, imagine if I record a podcast, like maybe the audio desync or something happened, I can at least guarantee there's about 10, I believe there's about 10 hours of recording space on the device itself. Does it write? Is it written anywhere? Okay, it can stay on, as the manual says. It can stay on when local recording is on for about 5 hours. If not, if you're just using this as a wireless microphone, it can be on for about 14 hours. It has 300 milliamp hour batteries on each of the transmitters themselves, and the charge time's around an hour and a half. It's pretty good, to be honest. Wireless labs generally are not too bad, and the best part is the fact that it has a charging case, just like the DJI and just like the DJI mic and the Rode Wireless Pros. The charging case is really helpful because you can you can still plug this in, leave it somewhere, and then I'm running low. just plug it in. Just swap it or like put it in the case between like shoots. Easy. So that's the microphones themselves. Let's keep it aside. I almost dropped it. So what's in the box? Accessories. How do you open this? From the side. Alright, let's go through everything one by one. Still got more stuck to the base. I mean, to be honest, this is technically I actually haven't really released a single review on my channel yet. I actually recorded a few. I've unboxed my the ZV. Did I unbox? No, I didn't unbox the ZV-E10 on recording. I unboxed the Insta360s on camera, but you know, I never published the videos. So here you have two wind muffs slash dead cats or dead kittens. I don't know why they named it that, but it is what it is. It's a furry ball basically. I'll show you what it looks like when it's attached. Here's a cable, TRS to lightning. So again, my company mic doesn't actually have a cable like this, which is why it's not very reliable recording to iPhone for me with my company's wireless lavs. So now I have a cable that works with that. I'll test that out too. Here is a Type-C cable. So this one is USB to Type-C. If you want to take the recordings off of the transmitters, you have to plug them into the PC. Very simple, right? So what's this? There's two more cables. This is the TRS to TRS. This is the one that you plug into your camera, right? The Insta360 X3 can use this, but you have to buy an accessory, which is why I'm still wondering whether or not C to C works. Again, not sure about that one. So for Android phones, right, and the iPhone 15, you have C to C. Use the C to C, all right? C to C. You can obviously use better C to C cables if you have one. This is just the one that came in the box. Here's a pouch. Personally, I don't actually use the pouch too often. It's a case, but it is safer to put everything in the pouch. Overall, right, it's safer because everything's together. Okay. Last thing is you have stickers. In a sense, they're stickers where you can use to hide the logos. Supposedly, this is what I've heard, that how they explained it. So this is one thing that even the HoloLens Lark M2 did, which is you can have stickers to hide stuff like logos or whatever. You can put an emoji on the HoloLens Lark M2, but in this case it's kind of different. I believe actually, I'm curious whether or not these are magnetic. Let me see. Because a lot of these wireless lavaliers have tried out using magnetic stickers. Nope, this ain't it. What is this then? What does it even cover? Nothing really. I can't see any use for this. Again, if you have any ideas on what this exactly is used for, I forgot what the salesperson's explanation was. I don't remember. Personally, the pouch is important. Keep it. Cables, important. Keep it. I will try and see if plugging it into the PC works in that way. But the main test that I'm gonna do in the middle of this video is gonna be setting up the built-in recording to see whether or not it works well. And turns out they don't come with wireless cables, lavalier cables. They're more like, I believe you can actually plug some in, because I have some right here. Eh? Huh? What is this hole even for? What is this hole even for? I thought that was like I can plug in other wireless mics into it. External mic interface. Really? It didn't even fit. Oh, holy shit. The first insertion is so tight. What the what? Am I supposed to make a lewd joke here? Like, goddamn. That was hard to fit. Insert easy lewd joke here. I'm trying my best not to do any lewd jokes. So here, you can see, right? I'm kind of pushing. It doesn't go in easily, but it makes you feel like you're breaking something. And after that, it just works. So it actually works with external microphones. It just needs a first time. It needs its first time taken. What the fuck? So this is what it looks like for those on the stream. You can actually use external lavaliers if you have lavaliers that you already bought, or let's say you want to buy like the Rode lavaliers, like not the transmitter, not the wireless stuff, just the transmitters, which just the just the lavaliers. I believe it'll work. Again, that one's not the cheapest item out there, but it's better than buying the wireless Go 2, you know, just the wireless mic, and you can use this to record. The cable, the mic itself is decent. But from what my experience, most microphones, even if they're relatively cheap, they're not the worst. But it has a built-in microphone, so it's not you can easily use it, right? So that's the example. Turns out you need a first time fitting. Again, insert lewd joke here. Ooh, nice and soft. So this is the dead cat, quote unquote, right? So here you can snap it on. How do I show this? I'm sorry, the furry little wind muff is really soft and really slippery. Okay, so it's very simple. You can see there's like notches at the side. Notches, yeah. So I just fit them in. I'll show the stream first. You can see there's a attachment point right here. Yeah. Okay, let me show you to the video itself. Again, it's not the easiest thing because of how slippery the fur makes it. But I found an ant. Twist it in. Again, it feels so tight the first time, but now it's very secure. Right? It's secure. It's a furry little mother. Does it fit with the wind mount though? Okay, it doesn't. It doesn't fit with the thing. Well, you saw what happens. I wish we could just keep it on, to be fair, but if it's a hard case, makes sense. You can't really do that. It's a set size, it's a set shape. So let's do it again for the second one, for the camera this time, for that camera this time. Again, we're fitting this. Alright, twisted it in. Now to fix the hair. Alright. So now both of the transmitters have a furry little hat. Put them in. Next thing I will show you, obviously we already seen this, but it is the receiver. Take off the film. I never understand when people keep this. Why do you keep it on? Like, it's meant to be taken off. Just saying, you know? I'll probably need to read the manual to be doubly sure, triply sure, so that whatever the heck I'm talking about on this stream is not inaccurate, or at least not too inaccurate. Okay, so this is the receiver. Okay, the top buttons here are for muting the left or the right mic. So whichever one, it will let you know which one is the left or right. Obviously, I haven't turned it on, but there's a display here. Let's turn this on. Is there any power? Okay, it's on. So you can see it's on. There's power here. So you can definitely double check which one's, oh, the left one, which one's the right one, you know. Let's turn this on. So there will be lights. There will be lights when it's turned on. If you can see, right now there are lights. So it is paired now. It is paired. You can see the audio levels going up. I would like to lower it down, Onegai. The buttons are right here. There's a button here for lowering the volume of the mic itself. I personally would go for about level, imagine if I was putting it on my shirt. Okay, let's see the audio levels. It's still a little bit peaking. High, 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 high. I would rather do it like this instead of letting it peak, because it still reaches the red. As you can see, it still reaches red. So on standard case, this is still relatively audible, and I can tweak the audio back up so it doesn't, it doesn't peak during the recording. Now we can turn on the second mic. Lights are on. Now it shows 2 mic inputs. High. Da-da-da-da. Imagine if I use my earphones to blast a song. Okay, cannot hear. Nope, cannot hear. Pathetic. Needs to be audible audio. So right now both of them are online. I'll set both of them to -4. You can see there's a, is this a touchscreen? It is a touchscreen. Anything on the left? Anything on the right? Up? Nope. Down? Oh, you can actually switch it. 蓝听音量. Oh, can I connect it to Bluetooth earphones? Interesting. Okay, there's a setting. 语言. When you buy this, it's Chinese by default, right? Change it to English. Frame 1. Don't forget. Alright, time. Right now it's 2022, bro. I mean 2024, sorry. We're in the past, bro. We're in the past. Still need to set this up. Right now it's 26. I can set it up for the camera just to be sure. Okay, let's go backwards. Again, it's not the best touch experience. It's still relatively sensitive, but again, it's more like the space is not there. Now it's about 11, almost 11. I don't know if you guys can see. Hi, let me just show you on the screen itself. $54 down. It's so hard, bro. Again, the sensitivity literally needs you to go from the top to the bottom. Alright, I've set it up. Setting stuff is annoying, man, sometimes. You have to do it. You have to do it. Oh, this one is... Okay, okay. Now that we have it in English, it's easier to tell you what it is. So the first one, the first option in the settings is mono or stereo. So obviously if you stereo, the recording will be left and right separated, so that if you're, let's say you're recording a podcast or something where you want to edit it post, you can it can straight edit it off the camera's recording if you connected this to the camera, because it will be left and right and you can edit it in post. But if you're gonna do live streams, you need to set it to mono because you don't want your people to hear left, right. It's kind of weird, bro. And there's a safety track function as well, just in case. Again, we don't need that right now. I'll actually, okay. Right now, as I'm explaining this, I should probably turn on the built-in recording first. So how do I turn on the built-in recording? This is the power. This is the volume. And here is the audio recording function. So you can see a red light. After pressing this button, you get a red light. Means it's recording into the transmitter itself. So right now this one's not recording. This one has nothing to do with it. I'm not connecting this to anything after all. Okay, so you can see there are a total of power button. So power button, mute 1, mute 2, charging port. I will confirm with you whether or not you can plug this into your PC and get something out, or if it's just the charging port. I'll double check with the manual. And on the other side, this is the one on top, closer to the silver part. It's earphone monitor, right? Earphones out. This one is to the camera. All right, camera. So that's about it. So while we're here, let us read the manual. Let us read the manual on Widecam. Hi, I am manspreading supposedly. I'm actually not opening that wide, but fuck it. Number 4 is type charging and data transfer port. Is there any particular description for like how this works? I'm singing the background music if you don't know. It doesn't look like there's a plug into. I mean, I have an extra cable. Let's try it. I have an extra cable that I know works with data. Now, the worst thing about Type-C cables are that not all Type-Cs are the same. What does that mean? Well, there's a very big variance in Type-C functionality. You see this output, you see this cable, it looks like every single cable should be the same, right? Some have data, some have low voltage, some have low wattage, some have high wattage, some have Thunderbolt 4, some have Thunderbolt 5, I don't even know if Thunderbolt 5 is a thing. Some have no way of transferring video, some have no way of transferring data, some only can do charging and low. Anyway, you get it, right? The variance is massive. So let's plug this in. If my PC reacts, then that means this is a device. If it doesn't react, and it seems like it doesn't, this is charging right now. So that means obviously it. Wait, what? Okay, it's connected. Wait, what? No, the speakers go out here. Oh wait, it's connected. It's connected. Let me. Hi, hi. Okay, my actual recording is still connected to my dynamic, but supposedly. Hi. Hi. Hello.
Hi.
Hello. I can hear my voice. Hi. Okay, let me set my settings so that Hi. Hello. Hi. Supposedly. I mean, if there's repeat audio, let me know, alright? Because I'm listening to the audio right now that's coming through the Hi. Testing the volume levels for recording. Obviously, I'm using this. But let me raise the volume of the actual stream. Hi. I'm raising the volume on the mic itself. Wow, this is interesting. Okay, let me change the camera angle so you can see exactly what I'm doing. So right now, I will put the mic just lower a bit, so it's not the main thing. I will pull out the Ulanzi mic. Start speaking into it on stream. Right now, I'm using this mic's audio. How does it sound? Now obviously, it's probably not as good as the dynamic mic, which I can switch into right now. After I turn off the output. So here you can hear my actual high professional dynamic microphone audio. How does it sound? Testing 1 2 3. My name's Oscar. I am reviewing the Ulanzi AM18 again, brain fart. Now let's switch back. Hi. Okay, I'm not gonna monitor the audio because it looks like it's screwing with my overall sound. So now I am using let's hide this mic. Now just lower. Now I'm using the Ulanzi microphone. The Ulanzi AM18. How does this sound? Surprisingly, I can directly connect the receiver to the PC and it functions as an audio input. Surprising. And obviously the quality might not 100% compare between this device and this device. Actually, I can literally take off the headphones. I can literally turn off the headphones. Oh. Okay, it can pick up a lot of the background sound, which makes sense. This is an omnidirectional mic. Right now I plug in my in-ear monitors. I'll keep it in a normal position because it's kind of peaking from my how I can hear it. So if I'm just doing recording, I'll probably record at this audio, which is pretty okay. For streams, I'll go to -2 instead. -2. Right now it's pretty loud, so let me turn down the volume on the receiver itself. Hi. Okay, so again, I have sensitive ears, so that's just my problem. But from what I can tell on the From what I can tell, when it comes to the level of OBS, right? Is that currently I'm talking, it's not really consistently reaching past negative 20 dB. I wonder why. Again, I could raise it a little more. Hi. Okay, I'm going to too loud for my ears. But the built-in recording is still functioning. Again, I will overlay it as a separate test. For the stream, let's go back to the Samsung QTU. And well, you can see immediately. I don't know if you could hear a lot of background noise, the fan spinning and stuff like that. But I can very clearly hear the fan spinning again. My room's not audio treated, so audio is not the best thing when it comes to my room, as expected. But surprisingly, audio is not the best thing for my room as expected, but which is why I use a dynamic microphone. If you want a good quality microphone for your stationary video recording, right? You're not moving too much, you're not doing too much. A mic like this is good, more than good enough. And if you want to hand hold this mic, it's 100% capable, 100%. You might have some handling noises, but it's practically fine. It's all good. And what are the situations where you need this type of microphone? Very simple. If you're an on-the-go shooter, if you're the type that likes to do live streams, and you don't want to be tied down by a cable, a wireless microphone is the best option for you. And I personally, going through the audio, I will still have to listen to the built-in recording. If it's perfect, then goddamn, that's what I want. Because even without a receiver, I can still use this device. And if that's the case, perfection. I can do whatever I want. I can vlog, I can interview, I can record maybe some Foley, some sounds from nature. And the best thing is, this you can get this device for under 450 ringgit. Depends on the seller, depends on when you buy it. But I am lucky enough to buy this at a discounted price, 380. Pretty good ringgit, alright? In for scale, that's about $90, give or take. 95? I don't know. Money is hard to say. For those of you who are watching from overseas, the scale 400 ringgit is about $100 on average. It's just a guideline. But I bought this for 380. It's a decent discount from its original 450, right? Ringgit. 70 ringgit discount is pretty good. I can get like a whole week's worth of lunch, a good meal. Use that as a guideline, do whatever you want. But I think that's pretty much my review, first impression review on the AM18 by Ulanzi. Also, if you want to start charging, again, remember to take off the peel on the back. There's a peel on the back for every single piece here. Let me show you on stream. Just peel it off. No. Get it uncircumcised if you guys would like that joke. This one also has it too. You hear some shuffling sounds. But I'm glad that I have this now, because I feel like by default, the fact that I have a lavalier mic already one step to better audio for my videos. Wireless. Another step to having a more convenient recording session. Built-in recordings. Another step to having more security with your recordings. Because if you wanna, especially if you're the type of person who wants to do on-site, on-the-go recordings, the built-in recording function will save your butt. I'm telling you, 100%. You don't have to worry about the off chance that your audio is like clipping on and off. Like if you're a one-man show, if you're a one-man team, you may not even have somebody to actually monitor your audio. And in those scenarios, this is perfect. Hi. Focus. Am I in focus, bro? Okay, now I'm in focus. Hi, hello. So I think that's pretty much it for this video. Again, if you enjoyed this review, which this is more of a first impressions type of review where I go off the cuff talking about my initial impressions. Once I do thorough testing on like for a whole month, because I'm gonna be using this as much as possible from here on in multiple scenarios, live streams, sit down live streams, on the go shoots, stuff like that. In any case, I will probably be able to make a more like podcasted style breakdown on how it sounds in general in the future, right? Mostly will probably be based on the built-in recording standard more than the wireless transmission. But if it's a wireless transmission test, of course I'm doing the wireless transmission, right? But in terms of the video, that's pretty much it. The stream's gonna keep going, but I'm recording a video. So again, thanks everybody for watching. My name's Oscar. This is the Ulanzi AM18 wireless lavalier mic system. I think for the price, this looks to be a steal. For the price, this looks to be a steal. So if you wanted the DJI mic, if you wanted the wireless Wireless Pro by Rode, if you wanted the Rode Wireless Pro, think about it. Do you need the best of the best? Do you need the flagship quality? Because this can get you a lot. The DJI mic has the DJI mic 2 has 32-bit float. The DJI mic has attachments that can directly connect to your cameras, but you sacrifice just a little bit of convenience, just a little bit of the premium features, and can get something that's purely functional. May not be the best quality, it's plastic, but it's good enough for me. Thanks for watching. This is the first time recording a full video with this. With my oh shit, my white cam fell down. Thankfully the cam's not actually live right now. I need to double check whether or not the stream, the white cam looks okay. Just turn it a bit. Anyways, you know, let me give my impression on all of these devices that I've used. I actually did part 1. I don't know if it was yesterday or Monday, but I did a brief sharing about some of these devices in passing. Now let me keep everything on the table first, because that's a lot of stuff that I don't need on the table right now. So the things that I'm definitely using more commonly is the cables. C to C, I'm not using that. I have better C to C. USB Type C, I have better USB Type Cs. The stickers, I don't particularly see any use for me. But if you have a use, you let me know. It might be good for you. The pouch, definitely using this. This one I am keeping because I have more than this. I have more than one. So this one will be my backup. I'll put it here. This is the lightning one. I will use this more often than not. So I will keep that in my device. Oh shit, I almost dropped my mic. Anyway, I can turn this one off. I need to hold it for longer. The buttons themselves are kind of mushy as well. This is not exactly the most premium system. Oh, I was pressing the wrong button the whole damn time. Nuts. What a dumbass. Hoo-hoo. But yeah, I think I turned off the... I guess I turned off the correct microphone to begin with, because I was just grabbing stuff, bro. Oh, I can lock the device as well. Oh, I can actually lock the device as well. I actually didn't mention that. Shit. Man, reviews. Unless you write everything down, you tend to forget a lot of stuff. Which is why having a video recording to show as a like proof of history of what you did, what you noticed, what you found. I find that pretty valuable because man, I want to listen to the audio, the song. Ooh, Mario Kart 8. So I have fulfilled my quota of the thing I wanted to buy. You know, a few days ago when I talked about, ooh, I have the money, but do I want to buy something? Well, I did. And I'm very satisfied for now. I'm very satisfied. I personally don't have it. I'm not built to have like buyer's remorse. I don't have buyer's remorse very often. Is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? I don't know. You tell me. Is either I don't buy enough stuff or I'm just satisfied with what I got. I think it's the latter. But that's not a privilege. That's just how I was raised. So I have the Ulanzi now. I forgot I have to take this off first. So another thing to keep at all times. Another thing to keep at all times. Thank God there's a pouch. So anyway, I'm gonna... There's no latch either. Those are privilege features. You have to be honest. Those are privilege features. Having a latch to close your box, that's not a fundamental feature. No. Alright, so here, pouch. I'll put these two cables, two cats that are dead, and the mic. That's pretty much it. Yay! Amazing. Deadpan I am. So I can now keep this box. My first wireless lav that is over 200 ringgit. I previously had lav mics, but when I was editing during Comic Fiesta, it was so garbage that I had to freaking like... It felt like I was trudging through mud. It was audible audio, but it was... Because of the background noise, it really had no way of reducing that noise by default. Absolutely hated it. That audio was garbage. So, okay, since we're still here, and if anybody still is here, we can talk about this. Whew. Oh, ubat batuk. Lahaha. Let's talk about the gear that I currently have and my current thoughts. Now, whether or not these thoughts are important is a separate thing. I finished my recording on this as well. Alright, so let me talk about my experiences with some of the camera gear that I have acquired throughout the past few months. Now, I remember when I first... I remember when I only had the Osmo Pocket 1 for over a year. When I only had this for a whole year, this was a really capable camera. I've done so much, well, relatively speaking, I've done so much videos, so many clips, so much content that I find valuable with this simple camera from 2020. Or is it 2019? Give or take, whatever, right? Let me switch cameras. So with this simple camera, it's a pocket camera. It's not the most capable device ever. Audio-wise, it has no convenient way of plugging external mics, because this is out of production, by the way. Osmo Pocket 1. Osmo Pocket 3 came out, and this one came out in 2020. The second one came out in 2022, I believe. And the third one came out in 2024. End of 2023. I think this was 2019, 2021, 2023. Okay, my history, I don't have anything written down. What am I? I have nothing. Okay. But this camera, Osmo Pocket, has been a workhorse for me for a long time. The only gripe I have is that no matter what, these cameras can never be your main camera unless you only have that and you are in a control environment. Now, why do I say that? Pulling out a pocket camera is always going to be more tedious than a smartphone. Number one. Number two, these types of cameras, the Insta360 Go 3, the Insta X3, the Osmo Pocket, right? All of these cameras are specialized tools, similar to my ZV-E10, right? It's look at the image quality. It's only built for videos and photos. It is an amazing device. You can buy for under 4,000 ringgit, and obviously the glass is separate, right? You can't count the value of the lens together, because even the kit lens is good, but it cannot zoom in like this. Like, it can't do this. It can't do this. The kit lens can't go this far without dropping down in exposure, brightness, and stuff, right? Every one of my devices has a specialized function in my toolkit. That's how I categorize. So before I had all of these cameras, I literally got these cameras within the past 3 months. I was only using an iPhone 14 Pro Max. Before I got my my professional, like, flagship smartphone, my S23 Ultra, I had a Samsung A52, at least 2 years old. It has been a capable workhorse as well. I've produced so many content, earned quite a decent bit of income off with that phone, but I have hit the limitations of it very easily. It for one, it's a smartphone. The image quality can never reach peak, right? To a point where you're like, this looks good. You know, like phone photos are actually genuinely good. Depends on the lenses on the phone itself, right? But phone video have a distinct look to them that are either, unless you have a separate app to record, it's either over sharpened, the saturation is kind of off, the HDR, if it's actually available, is kind of off, the brightness features also off, dynamic range is very low. You know, all of these things that make the overall image not as customizable, not as controllable, not as desired. That's the flaw of a smartphone video or camera. Now, camera wise, I think that one is relatively okay because it's a still frame. It's a frame in life. You can control that frame, man. Just tweak the brightness a bit, and you're not capturing a consecutive sequence of in time. That one, it's easier to find flaws with. A photo, you can look perfect. And also because everybody's standard definition of what a good photo is based on phone photos. They don't know better, you know. They only know better if they use better. Which is why, like, camera enthusiasts are elitists in a sense. And I agree. Ever since I got my ZV-E10, I'd be like, ooh, the best looking footage I can capture is this camera. This is the best looking footage. Now, I have lowered my ego to the point where I'd be like, all of my gear have a special place. And as long as I can utilize all of them in rotation, I can get any footage I want. Now, of course, that's also limitation on the fact that I am only one person. If I had 5 people, I'll be able to record the same exact moment in time from 4 different directions with 4 different looks. But I am one person. The only thing I can do is, let's say, the Insta360 will be a time lapse. The Insta360 Go 3 will be my fixed wide angle clip, and my ZV-E10 will be my handheld portrait camera. And if I want to use my phone, this can record someone else at the same time. And the worst part about all of this is that no matter what, I can have all these cameras, but they cannot do one thing. In most cases, I can't use them all as a stream in one setting when the device that is controlling the stream itself is a low performing device. Like, let's say if I'm doing a stream for offstage, this setup probably wouldn't work well, I should say. I'll redefine it. Doesn't work well because both of these are like relatively high fidelity footage, and with a laptop running a 1440 Ti, something like that, probably wouldn't work that good. Even if it's a 3050 Ti, it will work better, but the capabilities are obviously going to be bottlenecked. Imagine if I had the capability to record both a vertical stream, like what I'm doing right now on YouTube, and a horizontal stream at the same time. I can clip vertical and stream horizontal. I need a device that's capable. But I already have a PC. The priority is a camera. Now that I have 3, technically 5 cameras that are pretty capable, what's next? Well, finally, that's the order of consumption, right? Order of purchase. Previously, when I didn't have a camera, after this broke around September last year, I've ended up with no secondary camera or no third camera that is like actually good looking. So what did I do? Well, I did nothing. I only used one camera for like a month. And then after 3 months of hard work, or 2 months of hard work, I got my ZV-E10 and I started utilizing that as well. I've learned to use this and whatever it can do. I learned where this benefits. The iPhone 14 Pro Max is really good in bright settings, handheld. And when it comes to video, action mode on the iPhone 14 Pro Max and 15 is really good. It's really smooth. It looks so smooth. And the only sad part about that is if only they could do past 60 frames per second. I have also recently really practiced 120 frames per second, 240 frames per second, 120 frames per second. When you slow things down to 20, a quarter of the speed, things are smooth by default. As long as you're not shaking like a mother, you are fine. The footage looks clean. As long as the frame is good, the overall shake is relatively controlled, it looks good. Okay, it looks good. The footage looks good. So what's the deal? This thing is my dedicated on the go, especially if it's on site on the roof, which I do, solar installations. I can do really good photos and videos with this phone. And then if I want a secondary phone, if I want a secondary wide shot cam, technically out of the 2 phone cams, I only use one at a time. I don't need both because I also have a pocket cam and a 360 cam now. I do not bring my mirrorless camera to sites because I lost this on a site. This thing fell from the roof. Gone. I've made enough money to literally buy 3 of these. based on the price that I got it at. I got this about 800 ringgit. It's not that bad. Because it is old. It's at least 4 years old now. But I use this cam, the 360 camera, for ultra the amount of capture. Like 360 capture is so good when the space around the camera is completely in use. If you're only filming in one angle, technically you shouldn't use a 360 camera, but the leeway is there. You know, the leeway is there. You can reframe the shot. The hardest thing is the file sizes are quite big, and the image quality is not the best. It is good, but it's not the best. You can tell it's not the highest quality footage you could have gotten if you had other options. Again, it's about options. It is okay. Same thing goes for the Insta360 Go 3. Now, when I went to the exhibition today, the GoPro representative was a little bit pushy. He saw my Insta Go 3 here on a cap, and he's like, "Oh, you have an Insta360. Is it good?" Like, what am I supposed to tell you? I'm telling you, there's a lot of people who think GoPro looks super good, and they're not wrong. But they're not. GoPros are tend to have more limitations and more issues. Even from my limited amount of experience, I've only handled a GoPro Hero 10 once, and it is not the smoothest experience ever. It also overheats quite easily. And then when I told him that I love using the Go 3 with free frame video, which is literally recording open gate in relatively an easy way to explain, which is a square footage that you can shift left and right, up and down to fit your frame. It basically shoots past the initial 16:9 aspect ratio. I told him that I love recording that so that I can reframe it in post. And it's like, well, yeah, but you can also, there's also a vertical mode on GoPro where they have the software that you can default to this. You can just turn it. And I'm like, physically turning versus doing nothing and then editing. I know GoPro is like, oh, you just want to use it out of the box. I'm like, I like to edit. That's my thing. But the fact that I have the option after the fact to properly optimize or perfect the memory that I have recorded is a different beast. Is a completely different beast. I'm telling you, it's not the same. I don't know why the heck he looked at me like kind of judgmental, not gonna lie. Until the day when I can do a full video that is just talking about one camera for the whole damn time, I can. I can just do podcast episodes where I just talk. Actually, I'm literally doing that right now, but I'm not gonna do that in full detail because who the fuck am I? I actually like doing the podcast meta where I just talk. I also like writing scripts, but I also feel like if I ever write scripts as in a consistent basis, I want an editor so that somebody can go through my footage to make it look better, sound better, play better, more entertaining, please. I'm relatively monotone, but I do like talking. I have a lot of detail. Alright. It's not the best thing, but it's pretty okay. Somebody might be like, "Oh, why are you wearing that hat, bro? It looks so ugly." I'm like, well, it's just a hat, bro. Anyway, Ulanzi AM18, thank you for watching my stream where I talk about the Ulanzi AM18. I'm looking forward to using it literally tomorrow to record some stuff. And whether I will edit this video soon, I don't know, bro. But where can you find me? Easy. You can find me on almost every social media platform except for the ones that are like less adopted. Be Real, Snapchat. I don't use those. I have a Twitter, I have a Instagram, I have a Facebook, I have a YouTube, multiple YouTube channels, and it is what it is, you know. The content grind, either it's for me or for other people, just never stops. This is the career I've chosen, and I'm glad I have a chance to talk about it. This channel is more of a personal channel where I can talk about topics without needing to make them highly produced. That's the point of this channel, is that I don't want to make things that are super produced on this channel. This channel is like a sub account that I have used for over 10 years. Technically it's my primary account, but I have a lot of like accounts that are more professionally faced. And one thought is that putting everything in public is not always the best thing ever. It's actually riskier for your career. But just be careful what you say. I think all I did was just give thoughts on products that I actually use, experiences that I have, right? You can't exactly refute, or you could dispute, but it's not really like why the heck are you disputing their experience? It happened for them. Just share your side or your thoughts. What if, you know, whatever hypotheses you might have, just share them. You don't have to disapprove or disengage their experience for your own gain, you know, to win, in a sense. A lot of people do that. I don't know why. Online, why? But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for me. Let me switch to the more portrait cam. Hi. Again, my name is Oscar. I love talking about gear. I love talking about work experience, friend experience, any type of experience I have. I am lucky enough to be able to afford this Ulanzi AM18, and I surely hope I can use this for as long into the future as possible. Anyways, my name's Oscar. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.